For the first 2 weeks of this prep, I wasn't really sure if I wanted to go ahead with it. But celery, I just said celery instead of sadly. That is prep brain at its finest, 16 weeks out. That's a bit tragic. Oh my god, I get an off-plan meal. Next year, we will be a new and better version of me, CZ Fit 2.0. Morning podcast walks are my actual favorite thing. I swear it just sets the tone for the morning. Like, if you're not already doing this, just like get up a little bit earlier, just even if it's 15-20 minutes, half an hour earlier. Go out, get some fresh air, like go for a walk, feel the sun on your face if it's sunny, and listen to something like mindful or motivating, and it inspires you to get the most out of your day. And like when you go home, it just, you feel so refreshed. And on that note, actually, if you guys do have any podcast recommendations, drop them in the comments below, because I would love to add to my collection. I'm currently listening to Jay Shetty. I really love his stuff. He actually worked at the same firm that I'm working at right now. Found him through a podcast where he was talking about leaving his 9-to-5. But yeah, anyways, I will catch you guys when I'm home. Just gonna enjoy the lovely scenic route. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, CZ.Fit here, Chen Yang, and welcome to episode 3 of my prep series 2021. So it's been a lovely morning. I've just gone out for a quick walk, my last walk here in Kent, unless I find a reason to come back here and move here again. But I just want to catch up with you guys. We are now 17/16 weeks out, so it is Friday the 9th of April, and I've just done my check-ins with my coach, and I'll just pop it up here. So good news is that I have dropped half a kilo this past week. We've made small adjustments to my meal plan last Friday. So with that, thank God, came a bit of a weight drop, tightening up a lot, so that's really good. And I'm hoping there's not going to be any changes made today. Like, I don't see any point why we would need to, because everything is working smoothly, which is good, because I have been getting more hungry, especially on my rest days, because that is where a lot of my carbs, or 60 grams of oats have been taken out from. So like this past week, I have been feeling more hungry, slightly dizzy, just my body adapting to the lower food, but that's fine. Like, we do what it takes, and you know, like, you can't not be really hungry in a calorie deficit. Like, I know there's always ways to minimize hunger, but when you are in a calorie deficit, like, it is natural to be hungry, and that's kind of the part of dieting. But in today's episode, I kind of want to just touch on the topic of self-doubt, because that has been something I have been struggling with, especially for the first 2 weeks of this prep. I wasn't really sure if I wanted to go ahead with it, just because I was really doubting myself, and it comes from a variety of reasons. One being, I am very ambitious, so I do set myself very high standards, and I am quite harsh on myself in the fact that, you know, if I don't achieve it, I know that I can get quite down on myself, and it stresses me out. So that was kind of like, I don't think I'm ready to do another prep and to be on stage again. Like, I just want to have a longer improvement season, especially because I haven't had gym access for the whole off season, like the whole short off season that I have had. So that was something that was really sort of just bugging me. I was like, I just don't want to step back on stage and look pretty much the same. It's just like, I don't think it's worth a prep to go through all of that just to be the same again. And the second thing was self-doubt regarding how I would manage all of this, whether I would be able to manage prep alongside, you know, like trying to start up and grow my own business, my coaching. There's a lot of things coming. I'm in the midst of developing an app for my clients, just really trying to change the whole interface so that it is easier for them to follow their workouts, to access workouts, nutrition guides, mindset guides, and then for me to also be on the other end to be able to change up their workout plans in a more efficient way. So there's a lot of things in the background that I am needing to do, and it's always in my head. And then alongside that, I have obviously my full-time job. So again, like that takes up my 9 to 5, 6, 7 during the weekdays. And then trying to balance like YouTube, Instagram, trying to have somewhat of a me time social life, which I don't have. And I just, you know, it's like I've come to realize with lockdown and everything, things finally opening up, that I would really love to just have some of me time and not feel guilty or feel like I have a bazillion things to still do. So that was another thing where I was like, I'm really doubting that I will be able to balance all of it. And I was really questioning whether it would be worth prepping, just because like if I can't give 100% to the prep, as with anything that I want to do in life, I know that I would be really disappointed in myself, and I just know that either I am 100% in or I'm just not in. So yeah, that was the kind of self-doubt going on. And you know what, I thought I'd come and talk about it because I feel like it could be quite relatable to you guys. I know that self-doubt is something that often kind of prevents us from going ahead with things, from actually succeeding, because the fear of failure itself, or the fear of just not being ready. I think that's quite common, like just always saying, I'm not ready yet, like maybe a few more months, maybe next year, but I'm just not ready right now. And again, that was me. I was like, I'm not ready to step back on stage, like maybe next year, I just don't think I'm ready. And I think what's really important when you are filled with that self-doubt, when you are constantly telling yourself you're not ready, is to ask yourself, like, do you think there is a time where you will be ready? Like, I think with everything in life, you will never be 100% ready. Like, you will always be able to improve or be better. Like, whether that's starting your own business, like you'll never have the perfect time. It could always be a more perfect time than right now, you know, like maybe you have XYZ going on in your life right now and you're using that as an excuse to not start. Well, the thing is though, in a year's time, you may not know this now, but you'll probably still have other things happening in your life, and that's kind of just how life works. So same thing with like competing. I was like, well, I don't think I'm ready now. But the beauty with bodybuilding is that you will always be able to improve. Like, you can always be better. And same thing with like it not being the perfect time. There will never be a perfect time. Like, I cannot pause my life just to prep. Life goes on, you know, like prep is not life. And it's a decision that you make, and you make it knowing that you have to continue normal life as normal as it can be alongside prep, and that's part of it. And then I think another thing is when you are doubting yourself and you're in that, like you're lost in your internal thoughts, it's so important to speak to someone about it, speak to your friends. If you have a good circle, if you have a circle that will always be there to help you level up, to help you improve on yourself, who have your best interests at heart, they will know what to say, and I'm sure they will be able to see how capable you are, sometimes when you can't see yourself. And finally, something that I have always told myself is that you have already failed if you don't try. If you don't even try due to your fear of failure, you've already failed. Like, it's as simple as that. So, you know, you might as well go and try, and if you do fail, it's fine because you learn from it. I think failing or facing obstacles and challenges are actually so rewarding, the fact that you learn more about yourself, you get to have that chance to improve, to really take back like feedback and reiterate. And I think that's so important. Like, if you succeeded in everything in life and everything went smoothly, you probably wouldn't be half the person you are today, because we grow through those challenges. Like, as shit as lockdown was, I think a lot of you can probably relate that in aspects you are somewhat thankful because it has brought a lot of other value into your life. For example, like realizing how you approach obstacles and challenges, kind of learning more about yourself. So as much as I obviously have hated lockdown and being in this weird kind of world that we're living in right now, it has taught me a lot, and it's given me time to grow my own business, to find my passions, to remind me that I should only focus on things that I have control over, and when I don't have control over external things such as a freaking pandemic, to not let it cloud my thoughts, to interrupt my day, my future, because it's not worth it. It's just a waste of time. If you can't change it, move on. That is kind of a quick ramble on self-doubt, ways to overcome it, and just kind of my internal thoughts on it. And I hope that it's helpful for you, that, you know, if you find yourself in self-doubt, or if you're letting the fear of failure stop you from something, just remember that, like, there is nothing wrong with failing, and also if you don't even try, you've already failed. So just go for it. Like, you have one life, just freaking try. Just do what you want. Like, do what scares you, do what fills your heart with joy, make the most of your time. So that was my morning motivational ramble. I hope it woke you guys up a little, probably more than what this coffee's doing because it's really not doing much. Yeah, tomorrow is actually my last day here in Ashford, which is crazy. Like, I've actually really been enjoying this little time away from London. It's super quiet here, it's very different. With that being said, I am excited to get back into the kind of hustle bustle of London, having everything around me 24/7, seeing my friends again. Like, that's super exciting. Right now I'm gonna go ahead and make my breakfast and then start work. So the sausages are now in the oven. They're my favorite Linda McCartney ones. They're the rosemary and red onion ones. I really want to try the chorizo one, so I think I'll get that when I'm back in London. And then I've also got my 120 grams of veggies. Honestly, I wish I had like unlimited vegetables. I love them. But celery, I just said celery instead of sadly. That is prep brain at its finest, 16 weeks out. That's a bit tragic. I was meant to say, sadly, vegetables do have calories, and when I am on prep and when you are like in a dieting phase, sometimes you do have to end up measuring your vegetables, and we are at that stage. Usually I don't really weigh them out to the T if I am just like macro tracking and I'm not dieting, but when you are dieting, like the little things do add up. I thought I would just quickly update you guys because my coach did just reply to me. Let me grab my phone. He essentially said, I'm actually feeling a lot better now, the fact that he said this. So he said, morning champ, very good solid week again, once more half a kilo down, which is great. This puts you within 10 kgs of your last stage weight now with 16 weeks left of prep, which is a great place to be in. So my last stage weight was actually 46.2 to 46.6 kgs, which is a tiny, because I started prep last year at 57 kgs and I started this prep at like 58.4 kgs. And then he said, you know, I also think you would have gained a good 1 to 1.5 kgs of quality tissue during your off season and early stages of preps in the last few weeks. So this kind of puts us at around more like 8.5 kgs over stage weight, which is, you know, a really great place to be. And it also makes me feel a little bit better because I'm like, okay, I don't have 10 kgs to lose. It's just 8.5 kgs. Hopefully he is right about putting on at least like 1 kg of solid tissue mass. That would be really ideal. I would love to have put on some more muscle mass, especially in my shoulders and my glutes. So we'll see when I lean down, because it's a lot more obvious once you are lean where you have gained muscle and where it's not just fat being stored. I'm just waiting for my food to heat up now. I usually do try to fast a little bit during my rest days, so I will push my eating window back to around like 10:30. It is currently what, like 9:30, so bit earlier, but I am getting hungry, so I'm gonna try though, as we get deeper into prep, just try to push it back a little bit more. Having coffee does help. Black coffee suppresses your appetite, so having coffee in the morning helps me push back that meal again. And then when I do work, I think sometimes being a little bit hungry gives me more mental clarity, so it does help when I do have things to do as well. And that is definitely a diet hack, I think, just like keeping yourself busy. I know it sounds super simple, but when you are busy and you are preoccupied, you have a list of things to do, you're less likely to be thinking about food and your hunger signals. Like, I know a lot of people are like, oh, I was so busy I forgot to eat. Like, that's kind of it, you know. So yeah, if you are on prep or in a dieting phase, push out your meals, keep yourself busy, make sure you have something planned in the mornings, for example, a walk, then work. And then by the time you know it, it's like, oh my god, 6 p.m. and you haven't eaten. I'm just kidding, don't fast at 6 p.m. I mean, you can if you want to, but anyways, I'm gonna go have my meal and I'm gonna go to work, and I will see you guys later. Okay, so just taking a break from work and from all my work calls, which are the calls that I really don't like receiving, to hop on a call with my coach at the moment just to go through the check-ins.
But no, like I said in the check-in, good week again.
Yeah.
I think it's good that we started prep early. You know, I think it's really good that we started prep early. It's one of them things that otherwise we potentially could have been chasing our arse and chasing a condition and chasing. But now we've got ourselves in a position where, like I said to you earlier, we're 16 weeks out. In reality, we've got 8 kilos to go. Yeah. So yeah, like we've got, you know, 8 to 9 kilos to go. So yeah, that's a great place to be in at 16 weeks out. I would rather have started prep a little bit early than be 16 weeks out and say, right, actually we've still got, you know, because we're already, what, 3.5 kilos down, so
yeah.
3.5, so yeah, otherwise we'd be 16 weeks out and have potentially 12, 13 kilos to go. That's very different to where we're at now.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we're in a really, really good place. So yeah, I'm happy with that. But yeah, no, have an off-plan meal this weekend.
Okay.
So have an off-plan meal this weekend.
Okay,
Just chill out, have whatever you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, as I said, I'm very, very happy with where you're at. Little off-plan meal this
Yeah.
weekend, and then we'll be 16 weeks out, and we drive off from there.
Cool. Nice. Thank you.
But no way. I'll see you tomorrow morning
Yeah.
anyway.
See you. All right. Have a good day.
Yeah. Afternoon. See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh my god, I get an off-plan meal. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was the check-in done. So your girl has an off-plan meal this weekend. I'm not gonna go crazy because I don't want to mess up any progress I've already made. Okay guys, so back now and it is 6:30, logged off work, had a coaching call, just got one girl to sign up, which was super exciting, and now I'm just making my last meal, the last supper in Ashford, Kent, before we leave off tomorrow. I've just got my sausages in the oven, they're just waiting to go. Then I've got my veggies and my bagels per usual, and a crumpet because the girl's still living her best life. Not really, I'm freaking hungry, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna get that set up and then we shall have a lovely last supper here, and yeah. Okay, so dear beloved prep god, please look after us in the next 16 weeks and let our weight drop nice and gradually with no more cardio, because I can't do more than 8 minutes and Sarah can't do more than 16 minutes or we will die. Literally. And continue to keep our carbs in us because we are already dying and starving. And crisps. And crisps, and I would love to have my squares bar. So this is just a wish and a blessing, and we're very thankful for everything you've given us tonight. I'm thankful for my green beans. What are you thankful for, Sarah?
I'm just thankful for this moment, that's all.
Okay, awesome. Okay, well now with this, I hope that how do you end a prayer? I've never done this before. End it for us.
Thank you, gym gods and prep gods. Amen.
Amen. This is our red wine. Cheers.
Cheers.
It's actually white wine.
Amazing few weeks, babe.
Here's to 16 more weeks. Okay. See you.
See you guys. I'll see you in 16 weeks.
Yeah. Hey guys, so we've just finished our lovely supper, and honestly, like, bodybuilding and this like online community has connected me with so many girls with the same passion, and it's just, I'm so grateful for, like, it sounds weird, but like Instagram, I guess, because it has actually allowed me to connect with a lot of people who I wouldn't have found otherwise. And so it's been such a lovely month down here. Like, it was so nice having dinner with Sarah and just kind of like, I know, reflecting on this last month. It's crazy, like, we met through Instagram, we met through our coach, and the last competing season was essentially when we like met very briefly, and then we kind of just like chatted online, and like next thing you know, we're living for a month together. So yeah, that was really nice. I'm just packing up now, like clearing away the table and then just packing up my bags for tomorrow. Essentially, we're gonna, you know, hit a workout early, nice and early in the morning as usual, come back, eat my post-workout as usual. That's a very important meal. I thought I would wrap up the vlog here. I just had to swap arms because my arm got tired. But yeah, I just wanted to wrap up this vlog here. Thank you guys so much for coming to episode 3 of my prep series, my leveling up prep series. I hope you guys enjoyed this day in the life, just a really chill vlog. You know, like, I hope it just kind of gives you a bit more insight and snippets into my prep journey. It's only 16 weeks out, so you know, things are pretty chill. I am getting a bit hungrier, but I'm very excited for my off plan. I've actually got some plans and reservations made with my friend on Monday when things do open up. So it'll be really nice just being able to sit in a restaurant. Like, it's not the food that I miss at the moment, it's just the social aspect of being able to dine out. I really miss that, and it's quite nice that I do get that. Thank you guys so much for coming along. I really, really, really do appreciate all the support. And yeah, I will see you guys in episode 4. Bye.